Hi there, this is the World News and I'm Randolf Jamias. Let's start the news in the U.S. President Barack Obama, speaking at the memorial service for the victims of a mass shooting at a Connecticut elementary school, said on Sunday the United States was not doing enough to protect the children and pledged in coming weeks to launch an effort to reduce violence in the country.
We can't tolerate this anymore. These tragedies must end. And to end them, we must change. In the coming weeks, I'll use whatever power this office holds to engage my fellow citizens, from law enforcement to mental health professionals to parents and educators, in an effort aimed at preventing more tragedies like this. Because what choice do we have? We can't accept events like this as routine.
The emotional prayer vigil capped a day when worshippers sought solace in churches to mourn the victims of Friday's slaughter at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Newtown, where a gunman used a military-style assault rifle to kill 6 adults and 20 first graders before committing suicide. Meanwhile, in Ukraine, hundreds of trucks and cars have been stuck in a traffic jam or trapped in deep snow on roads in several regions in western Ukraine over the weekend. Heavy snowfalls and blizzards blocked traffic for many hours. Many drivers complained they were running out of gasoline to keep their engines running and heating in sub-zero temperatures. Ukraine's emergency ministry said that over 18,000 workers were cleaning roads from snow in Ukraine. In other news, the country of Nigeria is mourning for the death of government officials who boarded a helicopter that crashed in a forest. Let's find out more.
Heaps of burnt metal litter a Nigerian forest, the remains of a helicopter crash. A governor, former national security advisor, 2 aides, and 2 pilots were killed when the Navy helicopter nosedived Saturday. Governor Patrick Ibrahim Yakawa was the first Christian governor of Kaduna, a state at the heart of religious clashes between the Muslim North and the Christian South. He and the other officials were returning from a funeral in the southern Bayelsa state. Nigeria has a poor air safety record. A helicopter crash in March also killed several officials, and a passenger plane went down in June, claiming 163 lives. President Goodluck Jonathan has ordered an investigation into the cause of the most recent crash.
Moving on, Ecuador's Tungurahua volcano spewed ash and pyroclastic material into the air on Sunday, prompting authorities to issue a warning to residents living nearby. According to reports, the volcano experienced a moderate eruption during the early morning hours, followed by 2 larger eruptions, which was felt 30 kilometers away. The latest eruption sent material 7 kilometers into the air. Authorities continue to encourage residents living near the volcano to evacuate due to increased activity. In business news, business people in the European Union and Singapore may soon find it easier to sell their products in each other's market. The leaders have laid the groundwork for a free trade deal. More of this story with NHK.
Negotiators from the European Commission say they've reached a basic agreement with their counterparts from Singapore. They began their talks more than 2 years ago. The agreement will take effect if the leaders of EU member states and Singaporean officials approve it. EU officials say European businesses will get free access to Singapore's markets for financial services and insurance. And they say European automakers will benefit because Singaporean leaders have said they'll recognize EU safety standards. Singapore is the first ASEAN nation whose leaders have agreed on free trade with the EU. EU negotiators are holding talks with the leaders of Vietnam, Malaysia, and other ASEAN nations. They want to close deals as soon as they can.
In sports news, South Africa's Charles Schwartzel won the Alfred Dunhill Championship by 12 shots on Sunday, setting a course record a week after winning the Thailand Golf Championship by 11 shots. He shot 3 under par 69 for a Leopard Creek course record 24 under 264. Compatriot Brandon Grace confirmed his Sunshine Tour of Marin win, recording 74 for 8 under 280 and joint 12th. 4 players tied for third on 11 under 277. South Africa's Garth Mulroy, Scott Jamieson of Scotland, Frenchman Gregory Bordy, and Andy Sullivan of England. For our Christmas news, more than 300 cyclists gathered in Rome on Sunday dressed up in Father Christmas costumes to raise money for children's charities and to make a Guinness World Record attempt. Word spread quickly through the cycling community on social media, and hundreds gathered in Rome's Circus Maximus before setting off on their route around the city's famous landmarks. Many people decided to join in and help raise funds for charities dedicated to helping sick children. Christmas shoppers with their children enjoy the riding spectacle as they watch the group of Santas riding on their bicycles. There goes the first batch of stories. Don't go away. We'll be back shortly.